Hello students, welcome back class 11. Today I am discussing MySQL function. Last time I have discussed about string function. Today I am discussing numeric functions. Okay, numeric functions. So first function is our mode function. Okay, mode function will give reminder of after division operation we will get quotient or remainder. So mode function give reminder. So first we have value comma divisor. Okay, so it return reminder. So select mode function, in bracket we can use 5 comma 2. So 5 upon 2. So after division you can get remainder 1. Now next function is power function. So select so you can see power value comma raising. Okay, how many times you want to raise? Okay, this is our exponent comma this is our raising. Okay, this is our value means this is our base, and comma raise means this is our exponent. So we can say to return power. So you can see select power 2 comma 3. 2 is our value, 3 our raise. So 2 raise 3. So 2 multiply 2. So it will give 8. Okay students. Now this is our round function. It will round our final value. So this is our actual value comma number of decimal. After decimal point how many digit you want to round off. Okay, so it round the value. So we can use select round 52.6444. so after decimal point the value is above 0.5, so it will completely round off. So you can see the result is 53. Okay, if 0.644 below 0.5, so it never round off. So after decimal, if value is above 0.5, above 0.5, so it will round off. So you can see, we can say 52.644. So above 0.5, so it will give 53, round off 53. Sign function. Sign function means this is our value. So to return -1 or 1 or 0. Okay, if value is positive, negative, 0. So you can see select sign comma 56. So this is our negative values. It will give -1. It will give -1. Sign function, it will recognize if you use negative sign, so it will give -1. So sign function will give -1, 1, -1 or 1 or 0 depend on our value. SQRT value, it to return a square root. So you can see select SQRT 144. So the square root of this value is 12. So in output you will see 12. Suppose in SQRT 169, so it will give 13. Suppose in SQRT 225, so it will give 15. Okay, according to this. Suppose truncate function. Okay, so a truncate function value comma number of decimal. Okay, to reduce decimal places. Okay, so you can see select truncate 35.454 comma 2. So after decimal point I want only 2 values. After decimal point I want only 2 values. It will give 35.45. So it will give 35.45. Okay, so this is our truncate value result. So we can display this is your actual value, and we want to display after decimal point how many digits you want exactly. So we can use truncate function. Okay students. Now okay, Okay, so round function and truncate function I want to discuss again. Okay, so you can see select round 52.536. Okay, so this value below half, after decimal this value is below half, so it will not round off. You can see 52. Okay, select round 52.536, 0. 0 means same thing, same above and below. This is same, means not rounding. So 0 it will give 52. Suppose select round 52.5635, 0, but after decimal is above 0.5, so it will round off. You can see 53. Okay, now next example, select round 52.5635, 1. So after decimal point I want to round off 0.1 digit. I want after decimal point I want to round off 1 digit. So you can see, so 0.5635. So round off, you can see 52.6. So after decimal point I want 1 digit, but in round off, so you can see 52.6. Select round 52.5635, 2. So after decimal point I want to round off 2 digit. So you can see 52.57. 52.57. So this is these are various example of round function. You can see. Okay, so you can see if decimal value above 0.5, then become 1, otherwise no change. So you can see 52.56, so above 0.5, so you can see 53. But here I want to round off 1 digit, but above 5, so you can see 52.6. Above 0.5, so but I want to display 2 digit round off, so you can see 50.57. Okay students, now you can see here I am using truncate function. So you can see this is your value, 0. So after decimal point I want to display nothing without decimal point. So truncate function will select nothing, so it will give 52. 52. In next example, select truncate 52.5635, 0. But after the decimal point I don't want to anything, so it will give only 52. Select truncate, next example, select truncate 52.5635, 1. But after decimal point I want to display 1, so you can see 52.5. Select truncate 52.5635, 2. So after decimal point I want 2 digits. After decimal point I want to display 2 digits. So you can see 52.56. So difference between round off and truncate function is round off always round off the value according, but truncate function only select how many digits you want exactly after decimal point. Okay, so it truncate never round off, it will select only after decimal point how many digits you want exactly. Sign function, if value is 0 it will 0, if value is positive it will give 1, if value is negative it will give -1. So you can see if sign -13, so -13 is a negative value, so it will give -1. Select sign 13, this is a positive 13, so it will give 1. Select sign 0, so sign function will give 0. Mode function we already discussed. After division operation it will give remainder, so it return remainder. So select mode value, divisor 2, so we can say 5 upon 2, so remainder of this value is 1. Suppose 11, 2, so again the remainder is 1, again remainder is 1. So mode function give remainder. Okay students, so today I am discussing about our numerical function. Okay, mode function, power function, round off function, sign function, sqrt function, for square root it will give, truncate function, sign function. Okay students, so these are our functions. Okay, now here some another aggregate function. another aggregate function we can use. So it is, we already discussed sum. It returns the sum. Suppose select sum fees from student. Okay, so it will sum. Okay, here I am giving one example. Suppose these are our fees. These are our fees. Here I am using select sum fees. So all the value 100 plus 100 plus 200 plus 300. So it will sum all the fees. So it will give 700. It will give 700. You can see. Okay, according to this data available. Suppose here I am using average. So instead of sum we can use average, AVG average. So it will give the average value. It will give the average value 100 plus 100 plus 200 plus 300 upon 4. So it will give average value. Count, select count fees. So any value, any column, number of value it will count. So in fees column we can imagine suppose 6 values, total 6. So count function will give 6. Max function, very simple, it will display maximum value of a numerical column. So in fees column maximum value you can see, okay, according to availability we can say. And the opposite of min function, it will display the minimum value. It will display the minimum value of our fees. Okay, so we can use aggregate function, sum, average, count, max and mean. Okay, so in particular column, in numerical column, it will select the minimum value, it will select the maximum value, it will count the total number of values. Okay, but the count function never count null value, or it will count only available values. Okay, so today students I have discussed about our numerical function and aggregate function. Okay students, thank you so much.